Speaking of Funky Buddha and alcohol, if you will,
Mm.
Funky Buddha, they have everything from, wine and Aperol spritz to the beers that they make themselves. I got a text during that last commercial break from Dr. Chuck, and he said, it was Jim DeJoseph's birthday the other day, and he said, "Hey, we got Jimmer a dream birthday gift." And now I don't think this was really for Jim's birthday. I think that Chuck probably bid on this at some charity auction or someone
Mm.
gave it to him because he's a doctor. But he says, "We've got a wine tasting class. Would you and Lori like to go as well?" And so I said, "Well, put us down for a yoo-hoo drinking class. It's just not it's not our thing. Like I
You.
couldn't, like these people who tour, like Napa Valley wineries or whatever. I would be asleep after one winery. I can't handle wine and alcohol. And so what's it? But then I said, you know what? When is it? The Hochmans like to be classy every now and then. And he said, today at 6. Now, how
Ooh.
would you feel about that invitation? Because obviously we were 150. Laura's in Toronto, so we can't go
Yeah.
anyway. It doesn't matter. So it's less than an hour now away. We were 150th on their list, probably the first Democrats, but 150th on their list for this wine tasting.
Hmm.
How would you feel if you got that invitation?
I feel a certain way.
Yeah.
That was 4 late cancellations, and now you find my number.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck, that
Like,
was that was nasty.
just eat the spots at that point. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
invite someone at 5 o'clock for a 6 o'clock wine tasting class. Solana, you
Hey,
disagree?
I disagree wholeheartedly. There's no doubt that he had no intention of ever inviting you. Now it's just
Correct.
I'm struggling to find people. I'm texting everybody I possibly can. I realize that, but I think that's okay when the reward for you is free wine. Like if
Well,
I'm ever
okay,
going to
you
be
know
last
what?
resort, free alcohol is fine with
You're
me.
not wrong. So if I was a wine drinker, like, you're not wrong. Somebody calls me, I guess, or texts me at 4:45 and says, "I've got Inter Miami tickets. It's in the suite at 6 o'clock." I probably don't react the same way, even though I know that I'm the last minute invite on that.
uh, my manhood's more than a couple glasses of wine.
I'm back with Crowder. F the Metzgers.
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me, man.
No,
Like I'll,
no.
I'll set all pride aside if it means I'm getting free wine, I'm getting free tickets to something, I'm getting the better end of the deal here. You didn't want to come with me in the first place. Now I'm here and I'm getting free stuff from you. I mean, that sounds like the best possible scenario in my case.
Right.
No. Yeah, I'm not just some mop up friend. I don't want to be a mop up friend.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no, if I wasn't on your list yesterday, I made your list now. I don't want to be on the list.
Right, but now I'm the mop up friend that you didn't want to come with in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
And look
Taking
at me.
advantage.
Look at me. I'm wearing a Bernie Sanders shirt.
Right.
Now what are you gonna do?
Right.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna disinvite me while I'm already there?
Yeah.
I can buy my own bottle of wine too, Chuck.
There's some people that can smell wine and they'll tell you like what winery it's from, what year it was from.
Yeah.
But they don't really know. They're pretending. They're pretending.
No,
it's annoying too.
I don't buy it.
And they smell it, then they suck the air in their mouth
it's
and
a
in their
ruse.
nose.
It's a ruse.
Yeah. Oh, this is hints of plum and
They don't know.
raisin. This is from the Napa Valley. No, get out of here, man. No.
I can do that with Aperol Spritz. Like, I know what region of Italy that Aperol came from, but
which one is it? Which one is it, Hawk? Let's hear it.
The boot. The boot region.
Right.
Yeah.
the boot region.
And if that person that can do that, what is that talent? Like, what you don't impress me.
Well, and again, there's no way to prove that it's right because nobody cares.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, why did you study this hard for the wine test? Like, spend your time.
I guess we just lost Jimmy Cephalo as a fan of the show.
I
Inefficient
ended up I was
time.
a last minute invite, not last minute because it was like 3 days before the movie, but I ended up going to a movie last night. Crowder, you would have loved this. And we don't have time because I really want to get to this George Shea segment. I want to get headlines. But you, I mean, would have loved this yesterday. I told Solana I went to the movies last night with Josh Appel, his dad, and his brother, stepbrother. But so you might ask, well, how did you end
Yeah.
up at an Appel family movie outing? His dad got tickets to this F1 movie, the new F1 movie, and it was
Yeah.
at the IMAX in Deerfield Beach. But I guess his dad was explaining to me yesterday. And when Josh sees me and his dad together, he says, it's my two dads. It's so cute because we're both very proud of Josh. And but he had, I guess, tickets for an IMAX showing and it got canceled or something. So they gave him some bonus tickets. So they had some extra tickets. So Appel was like, my dad asked if you wanted to go. So I said, yeah, I'll go. Lori's out of town. So I'll go to the movies with you. And I sat next to Appel and he was on Twitter for the entire first 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He was on Twitter for the entire first 20 minutes of the movie.
And after you slapped his phone out his hand, what happened?
Well, I was online texting everyone I knew that Appel was on Twitter while the movie was going on. In fact, I even took some video. Look, that's the movie. There's Appel. I don't know if you can see it. He's on his phone. He's on Twitter.
I don't get that, man.
What is the point of going to a movie if you're not going to put your phone on Do Not Disturb?
It's ridiculous to me. You're wasting money. Well, the man movie night is already weird to me, so the phone is just a little extra. Yeah.
Right. And it was like love seats. So it was like those 2-person capsules.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
and we don't have time. The ticket that they gave me wasn't in the capsule with Appel. It was because they just gave his dad like some extra tickets for this showing. So Appel and I, we have like a wall, it's like the 2-person capsule. And then there's a little bit of divider between the next 2-person capsule, then a little divider. So there's like a wall. I'm on the side of Appel. There's a wall in between us. I'm sitting next to a young black man in our capsule.
That's a cute couple.
I know. So I immediately go, you with Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese? Because that's going to determine whether I can sit here tonight.
You're robbing the cradle, huh?
Thought I had a 50-50 chance because he was at an F1 movie. So I thought I had a 50-50 chance.
He went to see Idris, whatever the hell his name is.
That's a good looking guy. I didn't know. I didn't know anything about the movie till I watched it. It was great and terrible at the same time. The movie. It was like a Top Gun, but just you have to really suspend disbelief. Or belief.
I want to see it.
Yeah. But anyway, the capsule, the second person in Appel's capsule didn't show up. So about 5 minutes in, I had to bid adieu to my young friend and say I'm going over to this capsule, but it was fun while it lasted.
Man, you cheating on Rashad. I don't like that, huh? I don't like this at all.
I gave him a fist bump and I said, I just don't think it's working out.
That's better than your interaction with the young black Uber driver in Tampa. So
I just did what Crowder said. Hey, this place gets sticky.
Whole new meaning in a movie theater.
Guy was like, what do you mean? Sticky? How sticky? How? Like the floor? I'm like, I don't know. My black radio partner says sticky all the time. I was just trying to be down with the struggle.
I was going to say, I hope you ain't say that in the movie, Solana, because that would have been taken a totally different way.
Yep.
Headline. I said to him, you ever seen the Pee Wee Herman documentary? Never.
You want some popcorn?
Headlines real quick because we got to get to George Shea. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory, like the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. And remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Durrell Hyundai.
All right, so
I just got an invite from Dr. Chuck to the wine class tonight. Buy more wine, Chuck.
You know he didn't send that joke to Solana because Solana wants to go.
I do. I would take it in 2 seconds. Touch me, Chuck. Come on. All right, here's your schedule. The Marlins play tonight. The NHL draft is tonight. Dr. Chuck, of course, won't be able to watch any of those. This weekend, you have
I'd be so
Inter
great
Miami.
prouder if you and I just showed up at this wine tasting.
Just with dirty clothes on. Chuck!
No, you take Aperol Spritz to the wine tasting.
Right. What do you got? What do we got next? Aperol Spritz? Just keep blurting it out.
Hey, man, this red one's warm, man. I don't drink no warm wine, man. Need some ice.
Inter Miami plays on Sunday against PSG at noon from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The biggest game, perhaps, in MLS history for an MLS team. No joke.
All right.
Tyler Hero appears, according to a picture, which I cannot say is real or not. With AI nowadays, you never know. But the Heat Music account posted a picture of Tyler Hero, and his eyebrows appear to be bleached.
You're getting richer and weirder.
Somebody texts in, and this I'm good with. The guy says, I'm good with that invite as long as the person is honest and says, hey, I know it's last minute, but somebody just bailed. That's the way to approach that invite.
Oh, honesty.
Yeah.
Take that as a life lesson.
Yeah. Chuck.
And Chuck.
You guys have high standards for things like, bro, somebody invited you. Who cares? All right, I'll go. Whatever. I wasn't the first person on the list. I wasn't the first person on the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show either. I'll take it anyways.
But it wasn't even that, though. He invited me because he wanted the credit for the invite, but he had no belief that I was going to go. That's the thing that so now he can say, oh, remember we invited you to that wine tasting. Well, you didn't really.
Mm-hmm.
Crowder, the Dolphins drafted 2 players before they drafted you in the NFL draft. I mean, so what? You still took their invitation to join their team.
Is Chuck gonna give me a couple $1 million? I'm going, but
all right. Your weather from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. Call them 866-954-MORE. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. It has been raining in my area. It's cloudy, hot today, around 80 degrees. That is your weather.
Would you have introduced yourself to the young fella in the little cubicle? Because I'm just sitting next to him to watch a movie.
Young fellas. No,
I'm just sitting next to him watch a movie. But should I say, "Hey, how are you? I'm Mark. We're obviously sitting next to each other. Do you like gladiator movies?"
Don't get to know him. You can say, "What's up?"
Right. Offer him some of my popcorn.
No, don't offer him anything. Don't just say
we were in tight confines, though. It was kind of rude not to,
That's his chair. This is your chair.
Right.
Do you talk to everybody next to you on the airplane? Those are tighter than movie chairs.
Right. But I mean, it was literally like, sectioned off as if, hey, here's your 2 seats. I obviously played this wrong because I gave him my number and I bought him dinner. Also, he's coming with me to the wine tasting tonight.
He's in the Uber now, headed to the house.